For we would not, brothers, have you ignorant of our trouble which came to us in Asia, that we were pressed out of measure, above strength, insomuch that we were despaired even of life. But we had the sentence of death in ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God, which raises the dead, who delivered us from so great a death, and does deliver, in whom we trust that he will yet deliver us. 2 Corinthians 1, verses 8 through 10. God has promised victory in every circumstance. Make no mistake about it, Satan is out to destroy you. He will create havoc in the circumstances in your life, bringing affliction and disease upon your body, attacking your children and your loved ones, causing strife in your marriage, binding your finances, creating problems on your job. He will grab hold of your mind in a vice-like grip through fear, worry, and doubt, and try to keep your mind in a constant state of turmoil. Using your circumstances, Satan will try to wear you down physically, mentally, and spiritually until you are so weary, so discouraged and depressed that you are ready to throw your hands up in defeat, too tired to fight or resist his attacks. You are caught in a vicious cycle that paralyzes and hinders you from releasing your faith and walking in the victory God has provided for you. Even though Satan's strategy is to use your circumstances to defeat you, there is no weapon and no strategy that Satan can devise and use against you that is powerful enough to defeat you. Not one. God has planned and provided for us to have complete and lasting victory during our greatest trials, even in the very face of death. He has not promised that we would never know pain or sickness, never face persecution or suffer hardships. On the contrary, we know that all that we live, godly in Christ Jesus, shall suffer persecution. 2 Timothy 3, verse 12. Jesus said, in this world you will have tribulation, John 16:33. So we know that our faith will be tested and tried. But he promised us victory in every circumstance we face. The Apostle Paul faced circumstances that were beyond his strength to endure, even to the point of despairing for his own life. We see in the commentary scriptures that he did not moan and groan and complain about the hardships he suffered. He did not question why God had allowed these things to happen to him. He knew God was in control of his circumstances. He knew God was providing victory and deliverance. We can see it clearly in the New International Version. We do not want you to be uninformed, brothers, about the hardships we suffered in the province of Asia. We were under great pressure, far beyond our ability to endure, so that we despaired even life. Indeed, in our hearts, we felt the sentence of death. But this happened that we might not rely on ourselves, but on God, who raises the dead. He has delivered us from such a deadly peril, and he will deliver us. And on him we have set our hope that he will continue to deliver us. 2 Corinthians 1, verses 8 through 10, New International Version. Paul was not shaken by the hardships and suffering he endured. He knew that God had provided victory for him in the past. He knew that God had provided victory for him in the present. And his words to the believers at Corinth provided that Paul knew that regardless of what he might face, God had provided victory for him in the future. It was this knowing that God provided victory for him in the past, present, and future that enabled Paul to face death without fear, in complete victory. As he was preparing to die, he said, "For I am now ready to be offered, at the time of my departure is at hand." 2 Timothy 4:6. He was not afraid of any of the circumstances he would face, knowing that no circumstance Satan brought into his life, not even death, could defeat him. I was delivered from the lion's mouth. The Lord will rescue me from every evil attack and will bring me safely to his heavenly kingdom. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 17 through 18, New International Version. This commentary was taken from the Financial Breakthrough Spiritual Warfare Bible by Morris Cerullo, 2008.